Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Hearthcenter, your show bringing you the highlights of the last week of THO. I am your host, Lotus Knight, back after a nice break. I am joined by, to my left, Super Chicken. Chicken, how are you?
I'm great. It's great to have you back. Did have a great show last week as well, but just wasn't the same without you. So it's great to be back with our usual operator or host or what is your title?
I don't even know at this point. It's whatever it is each week. And to my right, we have Geranium Battle here tonight. Geranium, how are you?
I'm doing very well. Glad that we're having a nice little refreshing show. And yeah, I mean, obviously the Godus Knight is back, but I can't say that Saku didn't try his darndest, didn't put up a great show as well. So I think we're lucky to have amazing OPs here on Hearthcenter.
Oh yeah, I want to thank Saku here. Just a super special Saku thanks for being amazing as a host here. For I don't think Saku has ever hosted Heart Center before, or maybe not as much, but it was awesome to have him, and I'm very thankful for him subbing in. And be sure to tune in to all Saku's shows. He's got so much stuff ready for off season, so I hope you all are looking forward to it. So we have a good show tonight. We have quite a lot to talk about. And we have a special last minute guest who appeared. Not a guest, but one of our hosts who decided to come last minute. Azalea is here. Azalea, how are you?
Doing well. Thanks for letting me hop in here a little late. Uh, I'll have the notes.
No worries.
Are the
We
notes
don't have
updated?
any notes, but we are going to
Okay.
start by hopping straight into Hero Series.
Okay.
Because this is going to be a playoff show. So we're actually talking about
Yeah.
every single match tonight.
Absolutely.
So let's take a look at our first hero match with Let Them Cook versus the Ball Dabbing. So Let Them Cook versus Ballers and Slatters Enjoy Dabbing. And Chicken, why don't you tell us about this one first?
Yeah, I was the only one on my team that lost this week. That one was played on stream earlier in the week. I think maybe I was the second person to play on my team, either the first or the second, but certainly played earlier in the week than at least two of my teammates. And that one went pretty back and forth. I got up to a 2-1 lead in the series, beating Justin the Blood Death Knight Mirror, but then he came back with I think he played location on 3 as rogue, and then turn 4 he drew I don't know 6 cards, played the other location, and put like 2 13/13s down on turn 4, and I did not beat that. Yeah, I was like, I actually I had Demolition Renovator in my ETC, and I played ETC on my turn 4, but that was a turn slow, and I and I was not able to beat that. So, and then in game 5, I think I was a turn slow on, or no, I did lose to the rogue again as Enraged Warrior, but yeah, it was a weird series. I'd known what classes he was gonna bring, but it still did not help. Um, I had a plan to beat pretty much each of his classes, but sometimes it just does not pan out. But luckily, the rest of my team was around to carry me to victory and send us to the finals. It was some pretty decisive victories from the rest of my teammates, with Tab not having to play his match against Skirt, though I'm sure that would have been a very good ASU only match as well. But yeah, overall it was a great showing from Let Them Cook, and I think we're feeling really good going into finals.
Oh, great job to Let Them Cook. Azalea, anything you want to say about this match?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of the other I didn't get to see anything about the other matches, but I saw Justin versus Chicken's match on stream. It was very entertaining to watch, and um, congrats on getting back to finals. This was a team that a lot of people had on their radar to start the season to be a top contender, and they had a shaky start and have come back really strong in the last weeks to get here.
For sure. Now, any final thoughts anyone wants to say about this match before we move into our second match of the night?
I just think it's I think it's really cool. I think it's I mean, obviously the everyone on all the teams here are stacked.
They're correct.
It's crazy. But both sides here were crazy good going in. It is interesting that this is the second season ever that Justin has not made Hero Finals. So out of 8 seasons total that he's played, he has missed one other time, and now this time. So let them cook. Definitely poised to have a good run at it here.
Yeah, I remember the other time he didn't make finals because he played my team in the semis and then lost.
Mm-hmm.
Any coincidences?
Now, taking a look at the other match, Geranium, I'm sorry, but do you mind telling us about the Department of League Administration facing APM?
No, I don't mind at all. We had my team, Arcanist Perform Miracles, versus Department of League Administration. Sort of actually very similar to the other match we just covered. Other than one match, it was a lot of sweeps going the other way for Dola to win and make it to finals. I believe the first match was R Hat sweeping Stinzy with Death Knight. Then I believe it was Canoe getting a sweep with Paladin over Saku. Then it was Dragon Rider nearly sweeping Azalea. I think most of the damage was done with DK as well there.
Yeah, we went back and forth on the first two, and then the Unholy DK got me 2 in a row.
And then I faced Ron on stream in the 1 seed, and yeah, I brought 4 warrior counters, and then warrior swept me. So hey, even if you have a 60% or better matchup, sometimes they just roll the 40%. And yeah, another interesting thing you can see, Dola did not bring Priest. There's on non-Dola teams, there are 3 players who did not bring Priest. And then you look at Dola and all 5 of them did not bring Priest. So clearly Priest is not a good class.
Fair. Ask Azalea here. Anything you want to say about Dola facing APM?
Yeah, it's interesting because our team ended the season 7-2 with our only losses being to Dola. They won against us in week 1. We had different matchups, a couple of seeding changes throughout the season. But kudos to them. They really took it to us. I think this season was pretty difficult to sweep in. It felt like it was kind of difficult to sweep in Hero. Usually you could get 1 point somewhere, but to see 5 sweeps in 10 matches across all the games is like kind of showed that sometimes the game is very favorable against for one person. But yeah, it was was a fun match for me to play against Dragon Rider, even though it didn't go my way.
Yeah. Any final thoughts anyone wants to share about this match? All right, so the grand finals Let Them Cook versus Dola. I'm not going to ask Chicken, so Geranium, who wins?
Man, you're asking me whether possibly the greatest team of board members and high rollers mixed together is going to beat the team that just dethroned what was previously the top team in the toughest conference. It's really tough. It's really tough to pick between those. I am going to give the edge to Let Them Cook here, though.
Yeah.
I think that their prep, I think that their team looks great top to bottom. They've also been on a huge roll recently. They had to be on a huge roll to even make it to playoffs. So
Yeah. Yeah. Azalea, who wins?
Um, oh, it's a super close week, and there's no results, which means that this is a completely like, and most of the seeds look pretty even. There's a, you have the battle of Thor, both 6-2, having excellent seasons. You got Neji and Ron one game before. Like everybody's very, very even. I think gosh. I'm gonna say Dola takes it. I think Dola takes it. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens. I suspect Warrior will be more prominent this week with the Druid nerf. And with it not having that bad matchup, it could be a downside. I know that there's quite a few Hunter enjoyers on Dola, and Hunter might be a little worse, but I think that I would like to see them get I would like to see them get a championship. I'd like to see Arhat get a championship too in his what I think will probably be one of his last playing seasons.
Yeah. That is it for Heroes. So I'm going to move us on to Legacy. Because this is the show all about playoffs. So let's start by taking a look at our first Legacy playoff match. We had Albatross's Play Mistakes versus the canceled Hearthstone season. Geranium, take it away.
of course, so Albatross's Play Mistakes did not play any mistakes in this matchup here. There is. With a 14-10 victory over canceled Hearthstone season, Molstar, who was undefeated going into the week, did not have to play. And I think German Shep, G-Shep, was wiped the sweat off of his brow that he didn't have to play either. Meanwhile, everything else was a Game 5. So Base Tank took Game 5 over Guwardo. I actually lost Game 5 versus Water Fury 0-1-2. Canoe took Game 5 down over Employee 427. And Chirip took down Game 5 over Crafty Cactus.
Actually, it may look like a lot, but these were all very close matches.
Absolutely.
Chicken, anything you want to say about this one?
Yeah, if Molstar got to play, it would have been different. Yeah, it is pretty tough to be like 6-0 and like ready to close out the week for your team, and then it doesn't matter, you lose. Especially, man, it must have been pretty disheartening to like be on the losing end of like canceled Hearthstone season. Like like so many of your matches going to game 5 and just like not like ever so slightly not going your way, and just that being the difference in how your season ends. But yeah, it is a game of very slim margins, and APM was able to just eke out a couple of couple more victories than canceled Hearthstone season and get the win.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty interested by Mole's class brings too. I was very surprised to see like a lot of kind of offbeat classes. I guess for at least for Legacy, it seems they're definitely like not classes I would expect Mole to bring, especially since he's such a big like control priest player, at least has been historically. So to see him not bring control priest, which is like a lot of times like an auto ban for people, is pretty interesting. And to bring like especially the paladin is another one that I find pretty interesting.
I think that actually that mirrored what he brought in trios that week. That he brought those 4 classes in trios, and it was all aggro. I don't know if he expected sort of a similar thing from German Shep, but I mean the Paladin does match up well into the Druid and the Priest from German Shep's side, so
yep,
kind of worked out. Didn't happen though.
Mm-hmm.
Any final thoughts on this one before we move into the season 44 5v5 Legacy Clown contestants facing Big W Esports?
No, nothing for me. Nothing for me to add for the other match.
So, Chicken, tell us about this one.
The season 24 5v5 Legacy Clown contestants have continued their pattern of losing in the first round one season, making the finals the next season, losing the first round the next season. And this time we have made the semis, at least.
Yeah.
And we did it by taking down Big W Esports in 3 matches. My match and Neji's both went the distance to all 5 games, but luckily we were both able to close it out. And yeah, Kitten came in with a pretty clutch sweep over Ziegert, and yeah, that was pretty much it. It wasn't like too crazy of a week, but I mean we're certainly happy to have gotten the win. We felt pretty good and very prepared going into it. And yeah, we're just like happy the result reflected the amount of prep we put into it.
Absolutely.
Fair. Anything else anyone wants to share about this one?
I mean, this is what you hope for in a match. You hope to only have to play 3 and win all of them, and move on. And Chicken and Neji have once again advanced in another series. The Chicken Neji Diamond combo has advanced. And this, I don't remember their matchup for this week. I think it might be the Justins. But
yeah,
won't get any easier from here for either team who has advanced. Yeah, but I think we have a good top 4 in Legacy, a really strong top 4.
For sure. Anything else anyone wants to share before we move back for a commercial break? Okay, so returning to our main screen for our commercial break. Geranium, tell us about our commercial.
Of course. Yo, 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 yo. Hey there, Twitch viewers. Have who subscribed to Team Hearth League yet? Then rake Tuesday the day to be a league yourself and subscribe to our channel. This subscription enables our team to help well cover the rosters of our operating our website, as well as improve the quality of our streams and content to our viewers. If you crave Amazon Prime/True Crime, you can sub Woob to the channel for free. Subscribe Burgers will get the THL emotive bone joints, as well as the disgusting THL chat badge. So Multiversus that thumbs up button and keeps the lights bone to Quake Lord sure you catch our team broadcasting live. We appreciate each and some of you. Special note to our viewers, check out THL's other social media points of interest. The website is teambarfleague.com. Catch us on Twitter at freehl_HS. Join us on Discord at Team Hearth League. And face us on Hearthstone at Neji Likes AO Titan at number 6969. The True Hearth Common Rotten Apple Bomb Jeans continues to heal all our daddios on our YouTube channel. Just besmirch for Team Hearth League to see everything previously recorded. You're of course watching us on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/turtlebutternessplayer, or possibly on our YouTube channel in the future. And for all guys, yo THL fanatics out there, there are THL shows every single most days of week. You want to go Ron tuning in at Titan for some Hearthstone belated content. Now Sakulicious the bone part. Kachauchi.
Chauchi indeed. Thank you for that beautiful read, Geranium.
Amazing. That was nice.
So,
Where were the edits? Where were the edits?
Brain running on slow.
I do have a special quick mini game.
Ooh.
We're back to our I forget the name I gave this mini game. Does anyone remember? Geranium, do you remember the name we gave this mini game?
I don't know. Called bone joints. I don't care.
Okay, the
Is that what it is?
mini game. So, we're going to have a quick round of bone joints mini game, and it is another guess what word was scrambled to form this. It's a THL related word, and it's a rogue related word.
Okay.
So the word is, and I hope you're all ready for this. We have Edwin Nil. This is our scramble word. We'll say the answer by the end of the show. But if you want to try figure it out what it is Edwin Nil.
Is that like Edwin and then NIL?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's when you don't buff your Edwin enough. You can see it on stream as we go. Talk about our other things, because there's still stuff to talk about. And we'll see what this was at the end. So let's move on to Pro Playoffs. And our first match is Brushy Tuna facing F3L. Chicken, we're going to stick with you for this one.
Yeah. This one was a pretty crazy series. Mainly because Neji and I both lost our matches that I think, like, on paper we were kind of favored in. And that's kind of what I think that's mostly what determined the week. I'd say, like, I think Neji and I, like, overall were both slightly favored in our matches, and us losing those were pretty tough for us. And then we played first and won his match pretty narrowly. I think he said Priest lost all, or like, I think he said like Priest only got like a single win in the series, which is like kind of what he was going for, but like his Priest also almost cost him the series too. But yeah, in general, it was a pretty strong showing from Brushy Tuna. They definitely had, I guess, a very consistent, like, kind of lineup pattern, like lots of Miracle Rogues, everyone bring Enraged Warrior, and almost everyone bring Outcast Demon Hunter, with a one spell Demon Hunter exception. But yeah, Justin like really missed on his lineup choices. And then he was up, I think, 2-1 in his series, and then Dreadeye ended up taking the last two games to close close out the week and send his team to the finals. Although Dreadeye will not be playing in the finals, I don't think. But yeah, is Brushy Tuna finally getting past the Neji team, so which is maybe a first. I'm actually not sure, but I think it might be. But yeah, I think kind of this might be the year. This might be the year they break the curse. And I'm reverse. I'm like reverse cursing them now by saying that. So maybe I've added an extra layer of curse onto this.
We will see what happens. Azalea, anything you want to say about this one?
Sorry, I was muted. I am sad that this match was in semifinals. This, like, literally, this matchup to me just feels like El Clasico in Pro. It's Brushy Tuna, and then it's some form of the Clownstone Pro team. Has always kind of been like a big matchup that I've enjoyed following and seeing happen. Obviously, congrats to Brushy Tuna for getting the win. And yeah, I don't have much more to add other than that.
Everyone ready to move to our second match in Pro? All right, so for second match, we have F2L facing CMU, the undefeated Pro team. Terranium, tell me what happened.
Yeah, Cheesemongers United ended up taking down F2L, meaning when we thought it might be an F3L versus F2L finals, neither of them made it past the week. Cheesemongers United won 14-9, with Wild9 staying undefeated in the one, a 4-game victory over Chewy that happened on stream. Pyrolama won Game 5 over Based Inc. Memnarch won Game 5 over Rebobston. And Marty B won Game 5 over Random Dude, but by that point it was already too much for F2L to make it back. So Itachi and Not Bamity did not play. And Not Bamity's Spell DH, which is apparently still bugged, did not have to see a game.
Yeah. Anyone wants to add anything else about this one?
It's another F number L team losing 14-9 in Pro semifinals. What are the odds?
Despite F3L being 50% better than F2L, they could not score anything.
I wish we could have scored 50% more points.
Yeah,
that would have been good for us.
Yeah, that would have been good for you. Yeah.
Yeah, with almost exactly this, like literally the same match results too. A 3-1 and 3-3-2s.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Cheesemongers seem like they're on a bit of a warpath here. Wild9 still undefeated after 8 whole weeks. That's pretty crazy. I mean, just missing the 1 week earlier in the season. But yeah, he's had such an incredible season. And I mean, everyone on this team is still above, or has a winning record. Sorry, just really incredible stuff. For a team that I think in Pro before has kind of had like middling success. So like seeing them have a huge bounce back season like this is really impressive.
For sure. Now, Chicken, seeing the two teams in the finals, who wins?
I would have to give it I don't know. It's so funny. Like on paper, Brushy Tuna is like so much better. Like they just have such insane players on their team that like you just look at them and like, how could they lose? How is it possible? And then they somehow go and lose weeks that they really shouldn't ever. But this is the year. I'm just gonna say here, this is the year that Brushy Tuna wins a championship. This time for sure.
Yeah. Azalea, who wins?
It's coming home. Brushy tuna. Here we go. It's gonna be a close week. I want Brushy tuna to win. Both teams, obviously, like Chicken said, it's a very close week, hard to call. Like it would be it. You know, I just really want to pull for Brushy tuna to win a championship.
You are so right that it is like watching England at the World Cup and seeing them completely choke every time. It is so much like that. But it's like, but then they come right back and it's like this is the one.
It's like they don't. It's like they go undefeated or like one loss all season. They went one loss all season here. They got 2 ties. Like really, the difference is 2 ties. They have almost the same amount of points as CMU with 2 ties during the season.
You want to know what one of those ties was?
They tied each other. Is what
they tied. They tied F2L, and then they also tied Cheesemongers United. So they tied 2 of the 4 teams in playoffs.
Yeah. But yeah, super excited for these pro finals, and good luck both teams.
For sure. We will see what happens. So tune into Hearthcenter next week. Maybe we'll have some interviews. We'll see what's going to be our show.
Yeah.
So shall we take a look at trios to end our night?
Let's take a look.
Okay, so we're going to start by looking at AFG versus the L Gang. Azalea, take it away.
Yeah, so this match was on stream. The L Gang took a Game 5 win over us. It was very close. We had our lineup was pretty good into most of what they had. We had a decent chunk of aggro into the Druid. We were looking for the Miracle Rogue, and we were looking for the Druid, and we got both of them, but they managed to take it. The Druid did Druid things in Game 5, I believe. I believe it was either our DK or our DH that did not get through. But yeah, it was very close, and yeah, it's pretty much how it went.
It was your DK lost to Death Rattle Druid at the end.
Yep. Yeah, pretty sure they had a Maze on 3, Womper on 4, Womper on 5, and that kind of sealed it.
Yeah, they had even more than that actually, but
yeah, I've tried my best.
There.
I've pretty much like forgotten much of what happened. I know we had a fun. We kind of stole a win on our hunter. We had almost no outs, and we got a top deck king. We got a top deck faithful companion only. I think the only card that could win us the game, and we found it. But so it was a super back and forth series, and they got the win.
So close though. To think that trios finals are coming down to 32 matches right in the end. It's going to be a crazy final week. But moving to our other match of the finals, Geranium, tell us about CMU versus Lagoy.
Yeah, this one was also on stream. I think right after the other one.
Yeah, and, it was pretty soon after. Yeah.
Yeah, and Swagoy ended up bringing almost like what I was saying before. Those classes that Molstar brought in Legacy nearly brought the exact same thing with a full aggro tinge to it. They brought Outcast DH, Unholy Death Knight, Pure Paladin, and Enrage Warrior. Whereas Cheesemongers United brought extra large Blood DK, brought Death Rattle Druid, Pure Paladin, and Enrage Warrior. So Pure Paladin and Enrage Warrior on both sides. And Swagoy ended up banning the extra large Blood DK just because, controlling deck like that have a pretty good matchup versus all the aggro.
Yeah.
Whereas the Cheesemongers banned the Pure Paladin as it was the best deck versus Death Rattle Druid versus that Chadius Druid that is now not really good anymore.
Woo-hoo.
And then yeah, Cheesemongers United ended up proceeding to win a bunch of unfavored matchups. The Enraged Warrior versus Unholy DK was a win for CMU. Then their Chadius Druid beat Outcast DH. The Unholy DK from Swagoy ended up beating the Pure Paladin, but then Pure Paladin got just the exact perfect sequence of draws to beat what is, I think, like a 65 or something or better matchup for the Outcast DH.
Yeah,
So Outcast DH unfortunately did not get through for Swagoy, and that means that CMU is in finals of both pro and trios.
That is what we call a Hearthstone moment. Yeah, I don't.
Sure.
Yeah.
Congratulations to
Yeah,
CMU
congrats.
for making it, though. This is going to be quite the crazy match. So I want to ask Azalea first. Who wins? Trios.
I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna look at the deck list because they're playing right after this.
Yes, it is true. We're going to have a hot match tonight.
Yeah, this match is gonna be streamed at 11 p.m. Eastern. I myself and Dinkus' dad will be on that cast. Okay. Well, bans are in. Everything is in. This is awesome. So it's Spell DH on Holy DK, Miracle Rogue and Rage Warrior for Elgang. It's Relic DH, Frost DK. XL Spooky Mage and Control Priest for Cheesemongers United.
The bans are also in.
And the bans are in. So Enraged Warrior is gone from the Elgang. Control Priest is gone from CMU. I don't know. I mean, the Frost DK and the Mage kind of throw me off.
I think the Relic Demon Hunter is going to have some hard time getting through.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Relic DH. It doesn't like seeing the Enraged Warrior. It doesn't like seeing the Spell DH. And there's no Priest.
Well, as I mentioned before, Spell DH is bugged. So I know that Spell DH normally absolutely creams Relic DH.
But why is it? How is it?
Wait, what is the bug?
It's not Spell DH. No, this isn't Spell DH. This is Outcast.
Oh, this is a Marty moment?
No. Well, I guess it would be a Marty moment, yeah.
Is it?
Marty.
Okay, it is a Spell DH deck that's running like Halvaria, Fellerin.
No, that's normal. Yeah. It's Spell DH.
Oh,
yeah.
That
is very normal.
That new Spell DH with Halv?
Yeah, it has a bunch of board clears and a bunch of like token generation and stuff. So the bug, since you guys were asking, the bug with Felderay Warband and I think also Security is the 1/1 rushers that are summoned off of it.
They don't show on the board, right?
Are invisible that you cannot attack with them. So
you have to restart your client when you play them.
It's not the case
type of thing.
I have received I received a message from Gimme Lamp, who is on the Elgang earlier today, saying that it is still bugged. So I will believe him.
I played today and it wasn't. I played like a bit ago.
Yeah, simply post-patch.
Simply get better at it.
We've determined that it's maybe bugged.
Because because I was watching. I don't know. I know that we're just kind of descending, but I was watching someone streaming Twist, and they had a bugged like token minion that they needed to end up lethaling to win, so they restarted their client and they had it and they won and they ended up getting the win. But yeah, it was actually a paladin hero power that caught that, like, it was bugged. But yeah, I hope it's the case where it may be sometimes bugged and doesn't happen in the match, because that would be a really unfortunate thing, because those cards are kind of crucial to clearing things. So, I mean, if it is bugged and there's issues, that means Cheesemongers United might have a chance. I don't know. We'll see. Like,
regardless, I think that, so you guys were saying the Relic DH might have a hard time. In my experience, Relic DH is a 50-50 deck where either you draw it and you win, or you don't draw it and you lose. a lot like the Chattiest Druid. So even though it is unfavored, I think Relic DH can sometimes just get there. And we'll see if the Cheesemongers United can just get there.
Yeah. I'm curious if the mage can get there in this lineup as well. So
Yeah, the mage was most likely a hedge against against priest, and there is no priest, so I don't know.
yeah, so it's interesting. But yeah, it'll be an interesting match. If I had to say who I think would win, I don't know. I guess they beat us, so I would like to see the L gang win. But I think this will be a super interesting match, and I'm very excited to cast it. Yeah.
I think if the L gang doesn't run into the bug, they will win.
Yeah, for sure. If bug happens, bug could cause series to go bad, and that's such a shame to have the fact that will a bug happen cause money diff, because not only is because this is the one series where we're playing for money. So I hope everything works out.
Yeah,
Well
hopefully we
in the
don't start
match.
counting to 5 on the stream.
I won't ask everyone who wins because, and they're right after. So check it out. And
Mhm.
I want to ask our final answer. What was the unscrambling? And I want to ask Super Chicken, do
I
you know how to
didn't do it.
unscramble this one?
I'm going to say blind win.
Ooh.
Blind win. Azalea, do you know this one?
Reminder for the audience, it was Edwin Nil.
Yeah, so
EDWIN
it's on the
NIL.
it's on the stream right now.
Well, I'm dumb.
I have like little things that I'm finding. I'm not putting it all together though, so I do not have a specific answer. It is rogue related, you said. Unfortunately, a class I'm not very familiar with.
I will say that only the beginning thing is rogue related. The fact that it is Edwin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not rogue related.
Oh, so it's not a rogue related thing. It's just I'm just not putting it together in my brain. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Well, it's rogue related in some way.
Yeah, I don't know. I meant the answer. I thought you were saying like the answer is like partial. I thought you said I thought it meant the answer.
No, it was a
rogue
joke.
related.
It was because there's the word Edwin.
Because it's Edwin.
Oh. Yeah. I without before you call on me, I guess I'll just start talking anyways. It is kind of rogue related because it's the head of Defias. It's
That is true.
it's Wild 9.
Oh, it is Wild 9.
It is Wild 9, yes. This is a Wild
Ah.
9 scramble.
Cool. Awesome. I didn't think it could be. I didn't think it could be anything outside of a Hearthstone card.
Whose name is Edwin, I think?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I actually I was thinking, oh, that's pretty cool. That's Wild 9's name, and then I started thinking about it more.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I don't know many people's names from THL, so.
Well, it didn't help me. So.
It didn't help me either. Yeah.
All right. So we have a checkout question. I didn't plan one before, so we'll do a quick one. What is your favorite Titan so far? If you're watching them in some sense.
I haven't looked at the Titans.
I'll give Azalea time to look at the Titans while I ask Geranium first. What is your favorite Titan?
Man, I think that they're all super powerful. I think the consensus will be that they will probably all, like, if the class is good, it will see play. As for favorite like mechanics on a Titan, I think I want to go with the DH one. I think look, I am a Frost Lich Jaina gamer at heart. So giving things lifesteal that didn't originally have lifesteal and making the game go long like that is just what I want to do. And especially if if I can like maybe do a little bit of copying or do something with this that is maybe not normal, and then if I have two of them on the board at the same time and suddenly they themselves have life steal and rush and it's all a big hullabaloo, and that sounds like a lot of fun. So yeah, the DH one seems pretty cool.
Nice. Chicken. Any favorite Titans so far?
Damn, Max stole mine, but
Oops. Take Paladin.
I'm gonna take the warrior one because there is a dual class warrior and demon hunter spell that gives a minion rush, and that's why I think the demon hunter and warrior Titans will be good.
I don't think that actually. I think that they have quote unquote charge, so giving them rush will not actually allow you to activate them.
Wait, they have what?
Well, like it's
The Titan
you activate them when they would attack, and instead of attacking, they activate. So they have functional charge or functional rush or something, so that they can activate turn one.
Oh, I didn't know they could activate. Oh my god. Okay, this changes everything. I did not realize that. Wow. Okay, these cards are broken. What the heck? who designed these? Yeah, I like the hunter one. I think it's pretty cool. I think having a big weapon is pretty awesome. So I think you can kind of be greedy with your weapon too, and buff it up before, or at least try to buff it up before starting to swing with it. But I mean, yeah, even if you want to start swinging right away, it's like minimum 9 damage if it doesn't get destroyed, and it could be like 15 damage. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like the 3/7 body isn't like too bad on it. Makes it especially if you're ahead as the hunter, like this is so annoying to deal with. Yeah, like a really really strong mid game presence to keep the pressure on, really.
Yeah. Fair.
Okay.
Azalea, have you figured it out?
Yeah. Well, they took the ones that I looked at and I said, "Oh, these are neat." Which ones seem interesting on the ones that I have not been talked about? The maybe there's something with the Mage Titan. I'm not sure. Like, I haven't seen what it means to use an ability. I don't know if that means something attacks or if that means a spell is played. It probably means different things for different Titans, I imagine.
So the Titan ability is when you click, like when it would attack, you would instead use its ability. So
okay.
choosing one of those three, the cost one more, the cast a secret, or the deal 5 damage, is its abilities. And then the second time you do it, you'll have only 2 abilities to choose from instead of all 3, and those ones will be doubled for the mage one, and then they'll be quadrupled for the last time. So if it lives to the last activation, hypothetically you could
do 15,
cast 4 secrets, or you could deal 20 damage.
20 damage.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think that's interesting. I don't know how good it's going to be in practice, but some pretty interesting things. The ability to have the effect to make cards cost more is interesting. That's you can time that if you can time that pretty well. That's good. Obviously, if you have damage, if you want to do a ton, if you want to, I don't know if I guess it's I would imagine it's kind of random, but yeah. I'll say the mage one looks pretty interesting.
All right. Some interesting choices here. We'll look forward to Titans. Join us next week as we are going to be doing a show. Hopefully, we'll get an interview this time. That would be fun. Maybe some special surprises.
Oh wow, that one looks pretty good.
And I guess that's about it for Hearthcenter tonight. We'll see you all later. Have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night, everyone.
Right.